Hey Boundless, you asked a little while ago about if I'd done a video on living simply, and I hadn't, because actually I made that commitment to simple living about a year before I started YouTubing, and it was my inspiration, and my guide book was a little bit of Walden Pond, you know, like stripping life to the bone, and a little bit Ben Franklin. He wrote letters to his son, and he laid out a year's worth of goals on behavior, and the first two were only speak if your words are going to help somebody or help yourself. And once he got the hang of that, he wanted to switch that to actions, and that really impressed me. So the art of living simple, as how I define it, is rule number one is speak simply and sincerely, because what you want is to say it has something to do with helping the person you're speaking to or helping yourself. And all other things can be ignored, because rule number two, step number two, is eye on the prize. You have a goal, and your words and actions are leading you to that goal, and anything else that takes place isn't necessarily necessary. So have your words and actions guide you to your goal, and then anything else it involves the third step, which is almost kind of like a safety for the first two, which is the shelf. And as things pop up, if speaking simply and sincerely, if it isn't clearly defined as does this help me or does this help them, and typically this would be combined with strong emotion, I'd put it on the shelf until and just let it sit there for a while. It trained me not to respond immediately and wholeheartedly just to absolutely everything that occurred. This was a hard thing to do, especially if it involved other people. But most people realize unless they're going to come to all the conclusions themselves, if you say, I need a moment to think about this, or I need a day to think about this, or I need time to think about this, and you put something on the shelf, a lot of times as time goes on, you either come up with an answer or the problem goes away. So I found the shelf to be really, really handy. Rather than say, I'm not going to deal with that, you just say, I'm going to deal with this later. And then a lot of times later turns out you're not going to deal with that, except now you make a calm, rational decision, because this doesn't meet your first two requirements of helping yourself or helping another person. And a lot of that could go into that. And so there's the first three steps. And I found that that speaking, making truth a way of life, and trying not to, I don't know, trying not to verbally complicate things. Same thing with my actions, trying not to complicate things with my actions. Because I found actually with my actions, there's very few things I end up regretting, and most of the things that happened that I would think I regret, actually I learned from. So I don't regret them. But with my words, a lot of times I don't see the point to a lot of things that I was saying, and so I kind of regret the effort I took to say all those things. So yeah, I think things are a lot better when your words and your actions are simple and sincere. So yeah, so that's why that was my hope, and that's why I embarked on that path. So yeah, well, that's enough for now. I think that I have more to say on the topic, but I think that's a good start. All right, Boundless. I'll see you in the tubes.